cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Welcome back, my friends. I am really glad you're here. This is live stream number 24. We made it to live stream number 24 thanks to you. And I appreciate you coming back each Monday evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I see we had some viewers on, some comments made early this morning when I had scheduled this to, well, when I scheduled this. Anyway, it was scheduled this morning. I see Emery Thompson was on, made a comment at 10:53 a.m. And we'll see if Emery actually made it this evening. And but for folks who jumped on this evening, and I'm sure you're here right now, Herb Caldwell at 6:45, Kevin Brewer, good to see you, Kevin, 6D Outdoors. Tony G is in the house with us tonight. Hello, Tony. Brutal Bob, nice to see you, Brutal Bob. David White, a scorcher. Yeah, where are you, David? Because it was a scorcher here, too, on the East Coast, where we are in a heat wave. And Dave from RCAF Polar Express. Good to see you, Dave. As always, hope you're settling in and doing well. Mitch. Hey, y'all. Good to see you, Mitch. And John from A Ritter Bit Will Do. Good evening, John. I am really glad you're here. You were here earlier, John. I was saying that folks jumped on early this morning and said they'll try to be here. So thanks for making that comment. And Gary, good to see you this evening. So we've got a lot of comments happening. We've got a large, not a large group, but a nice group of our regulars here this evening. And I hope that you are all doing well. We're going to do some fun things tonight. In fact, I should talk about tonight's show. So, as you may have seen in the promo for tonight's show, there is no scheduled guest. Last week we had Gord from GP Outdoors. Boy, what a great night that was. We ran overtime, and apologies to anybody that wanted to be done at 8 o'clock, but we were having such a great time. We just kept chatting and could have kept talking even longer. So thank you, Gord, for joining me last week, and we will do that again because that was really fun. So anyway, for tonight, you know, we're just going to talk about some different things. I want to give you an update on the tractor shed. My concrete guy has kind of pushed me off a few times. I have all these projects that I'm trying to schedule, and normally it's my nature to not want to do a lot of things at once. You know, I'm kind of compartmentalized. Like we're gonna pour concrete in the garage. That's my focus. We're gonna fix something on the house, that's my focus. But this summer I thought, you know what, I can schedule multiple things. So I did mention a couple weeks ago that I've got this giant silver maple that we have a professional arborist coming in, and we're just going to take down this whole tree because it's near the side of the house. It's about 60, 70 years old, and it's time for it to go. It's basically, with a silver maple, you know, you've got the trunk, which this thing is, I'll just say it's ginormous, but it's really big. And then it has like 6 trees coming off of it. I mean, these things are 12, 16 inches in diameter, and they're all coming off in different angles, and one's right over the house, and I think we're just asking for trouble. So anyway, we were going to have that done last Tuesday, or maybe it was last Tuesday. And of course we had the threat of rain, and it did rain. So that got postponed. So he's supposed to come, Jack's supposed to come this week to do it, but I haven't gotten an update on when. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. If it is, I'll be there with camera in hand, hopefully. So what was my point? My point was that I've kind of stepped out of my comfort zone, and I've got multiple things happening. And that's kind of what I do with my real job. But my home life, I usually don't do that too much. So we've got a lot of different things going on. Let me turn off that banner, see what folks are saying here. There's Phil from Peterson Farms of Nashville, Little Nashville. How are you doing, Pete? I'm sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. Phil. Hot in Indiana from Mr. B-Size Love. There we go. I had to sound it out. Hot in Indiana. It's hot everywhere. Gary, good to see you. And again, I'm glad you're speaking with each other. So, here's the update on the tractor shed. As you saw in the last two videos, one video I took the front wall off, which was the wooden wall with the sliding door, and then I took off the back wall, which opens up. The entire wall opens up as a door. I took that off, and Jamie, who's doing the concrete, he did come on Friday morning and kind of prepped the area. So he had to bring in a little bit he graded it a little bit, shaved a couple inches off, and then brought in some fill and backfilled it a little bit and brought the compactor in and compacted it. So it's basically ready. There are no 2x4 forms set. I don't know when or how he's going to do that, but I guess the day of the pour he will do that. And that I thought was going to happen this morning, but that got delayed, and now it could be tomorrow, could be the next day. I don't know, but that's how it is when you're waiting for other folks. But I was really impressed. I got some footage of Jamie's guys running the skid steer when they were leveling the floor. You know, I thought I could do that with my B2601, and I probably could. I bet you it would have taken me a day to do what they did in less than 2 hours. I mean, just ultimate professionals. Really impressive. And I've never run a skid steer, but those buckets are different than a tractor bucket, and they just nice and flat, drive in. Really nice job. This one had the tracks on it. I know some skid steers have wheels or tires, but this one had tracks, and really smooth, really nice. So I was pretty impressed with that. Let's talk about a couple things, and then we'll kind of start more with the show. What my plan is like we've done one time in the past, I'm going to share the link in the live chat comments. And if you would like to join us on camera, and if you promise to behave, I'll bring you on screen and we can all chat a little bit. That was really fun when we did that last time. So I thought this would be good to do this again. Keep in mind that, you know, I won't have room for everybody that wants to jump on, and may have to bump some people off. So, you know, don't get your feelings hurt if you don't get selected to come on. We can talk about that a little bit more too. If you like the live stream, please click the thumbs up. We always like to see that. Really appreciate that. Thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. Of course, subscribing doesn't mean anything other than you might get a notification more often when I put out video content. If you click the little, if you subscribe, this is about YouTube. If you subscribe and click the little bell icon and make it turn gray, then supposedly you'll get a notification, if your notifications are turned on, when I put out a video. I've noticed that I'm subscribed to several channels, and it seems like I don't always get notifications. So I don't know how that all works. But anyway, I do invite you to subscribe, and I appreciate it if you do that. Let's talk about June 28th today. Not a lot of fun facts. I didn't spend a lot of time looking at this, but I looked up a couple things. I don't think Mike is here from AK Dad Stuff, but it is National Alaska Day. So if you're from Alaska, then congratulations. It's your day in Alaska. National Alaska Day. It's also National Logistics Day. When I saw this, I thought, well, that's kind of silly. But then I started to read about National Logistics Day. And, of course, it's to recognize those who work in the logistics field. But it's kind of interesting. I started to read through it a little bit, and logistics really is what keeps this country, this world going. You know, when you think about your UPS deliveries, your Amazon deliveries, food to your supermarkets, it's all logistics and coordination, and I think we take it for granted how everything just ends up where it's supposed to be. So what I took lightly, I later corrected myself and thought, we should honor those who are involved with logistics. It's kind of what I'm dealing with all these different projects, coordinating different contractors to do different things. That's just a little piece of logistics, and you know, it's a lot of work. So kudos to you who keep everything moving. It's National Paul Bunyan Day. I think everybody has probably heard of Paul Bunyan and his, what is it, Blue Ox. I did read that Paul Bunyan is one of the few folklore, what is it called? It's not a fairy tale. I don't know. But the feeling is that it's very likely based on a real person. I mean, not a giant, but anyway, a real person. So Paul Bunyan is alive and well in our minds and our stories. What else? What's going on with you guys? You know, let me know in the comments. Oh, there's Emery. Won't be able to join on screen. Gotta go. Figured to say hello. Well, hello, Emery. Emery is a busy person. I appreciate the comments, Emery, on my videos. Emery talks about, you know, the way they do things on the farm. I don't know much about I don't know anything about your farm, Emery, but from your comments, it sounds like you have a fully operational farm operation going on there, and I know that's very busy. So appreciate you dropping in to say hello. David White has been pricing a Ritter flail mower. Good deal. I've been using mine quite a bit. I don't know if I got any footage of that, but we just tilled up some area for some more. I mean, we flailed up some areas for wildflowers. A little late in the season. I did throw some seed down earlier, but there's a couple other places out by the pond and the beehives where we like to drop some seed, and I did that just last week. So it's a little late, but if we get a little bit of rain and moisture, it'll pop up. And those wildflowers, you know, we plant Cosmos and Zinnia are the two main wildflowers, and they are just like a pretty weed. I mean, you just throw the seed down, they come up, they're hardy, and unbelievable how long they stay. You know, you have flowers all the way up through fall, basically till the first frost. So anyway, that's what I did. Projects with Paul, referring to Paul Bunyan. And Paul, you're right, anybody named Paul must be good. In fact, that's my middle name, Paul, named after my uncle, Paul. So yeah, to all the Pauls out there, kudos to you. There's a nice fun fact from David White. On this day in 2007, our bald eagle was removed from the endangered species list. That's pretty interesting because where we are here in southern New Jersey, you would never see a bald eagle. But over the past 10 years, they've been reintroduced. Maybe it's more than 10, maybe it's 20. But now you do see them. It's super, super rare, and still when you do, you pull the car over, if you're driving, obviously, and you look, because they are very rare, very beautiful. You know what else? When I was young, you never saw turkeys. Like, it was rare to see. I want to say wild turkeys, but that's just redundant. It was rare to see turkeys, and I can remember seeing what do you call? Is it a flock when you see a bunch of turkeys together? And this was probably 25 years ago or more. But I remember seeing this, I'm going to call it a flock of turkeys, like maybe 40, 50 turkeys out in the field. And I can remember, again, driving, pulling the car over, and just was amazed that I was seeing these turkeys, because it was so rare to get a glimpse of turkeys. Now they're almost a nuisance. And there's no shortage of ticks, if that's what turkeys eat. I know guinea hens eat ticks, but we have no shortage of ticks here either. Emery, hoping to edit a new video tonight. Good job. Good job. Keep it up. Yes, Keegan is mentioning those affected by the Florida disaster. That's true. Boy, I'm ashamed to admit I've not followed that very closely, but it was an apartment building that collapsed. Just not something that happens very often, and certainly not here in America. We have a lot of, you can complain about government regulations all you want, but we do have some really good safety issues. That's why a lot of our buildings tend to be safe, because they are inspected. We've got elevator inspectors, we've got fire inspectors. You've got building codes you have to follow, all regulations, but they tend to be, for the good, for the overall good of the people. And that is just not something that happens to see a building collapse here. So thank you for thinking of those people. And yes, absolutely, very sad. And I am... Oh, D6 has a bald eagle nesting down by the creek at my house. D6, do you say creek or do you say crick? Because here where we live, people say crick. I grew up here, but I say creek, but crick is what they often say, down by the creek. Jim is commenting on the drinking bird. Yeah, welcome, Jim. A lot of people like the drinking bird, and I have to tell you that 5 minutes before showtime, I looked over my shoulder and thought, oh my gosh, the bird's not moving. I had to add some water to his cup. Thanks for noticing. Richard Klump spread about 10 yards of mulch today with 97-degree heat index with your John Deere 1025R at age 61. I couldn't have done it any other way. Thank you so much, Richard. Well, Richard, you are not quite 10 years older than me, and I would not be spreading mulch either without a front end loader. We did have a wheelbarrow, and we'd get a little mulch, bags of mulch, but 10 yards, that's a lot of mulch. So that's fun. And I'm sure you're enjoying the 1025R. It's a popular machine. Thanks for being here, even though we tend to be orange on this channel. I do like all things tractor and equipment related, so I'm glad you're here. I didn't say that as a joke. I know that's kind of my catchphrase. I'm glad you're here, but I really am. Hey, David White. Squam Lake and Lake Winnipesaukee have many pair of bald eagles and a ton of loons. Is that where you are, David? Because, here's a fun thing. I was at Lake Winnipesaukee in 2015 for our daughter's wedding. I believe she chose that because we love the movie What About Bob? Of course, What About Bob turns out, I believe, was not filmed at Lake Winnipesaukee after all. Great movie, though. Funny movie with slipping my mind. You can name the actor in the comments. It'll come to me. But if you've not seen What About Bob, it's an old movie from the early 90s or so. Really funny movie. Really funny. Emery says crick, not creek, and wash, not wash. Emery, you could be from this part of New Jersey. People make fun of New Jersey for Jersey accents. Not here. Not here. They say crick and wash. And far, where's the far? Got to go put out the far. Hillside. At age 30, you're not spreading anything with a tractor. See? That's right. Anyway, you're not alone. Not alone at all. All right. Up on Cripple Creek. Enough with that. Do I have anything else to say here before we do some other fun things? Who wants to join in? You guys want to join on? We could do that. Oh, here's another little announcement. Stick with us tonight because I'm not giving away stickers tonight. You saw probably in the announcement of the program, big winner tonight. Check this out. You'll want to stick around for this MCG t-shirt. This is not orange, it's gray. And if you happen to look at the website where you can buy the merch at shopmcg.com, you'll see that I've added a new t-shirt, same design, but this one is the Comfort Tee, as they call it. It's a softer cotton, and I got to tell you, this thing is really soft. I like it a lot. This one is 50-50 blend because it's that gray. It's that gray, that gray where it has like striations. So this one's a 50-50 blend. The other ones are 100% cotton. Super soft. Anyway, this is an extra large, and it's the only one I have. So that's what you're going to win tonight, an extra large gray comfort tee. Regular t-shirt, sleeve t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt. Anyway, this is the shirt you're going to win. Sorry, you don't have options of sizes. This is the one, extra large. If you're not an extra large guy, then you'll have to either wear a baggy shirt or give it to a friend who's extra large. Or if you have a lady in your life, you could let her wear it. And, because girls like wearing, I'm being sexist, I guess. Girls like wearing baggy shirts, like night shirts, whatever. Anyway, whatever it is, find a use for it. Don't let me forget to give that away tonight, because that's going to be the big crescenza. Is that the word? Crescenda to the show. My goodness. So many new comments. I can't keep up. But what brand is the shirt? It's not a brand, I don't think. They're printed by Teespring. Oh, it does have a brand. Come on, Emery, if you're going to be picky about it, it's a free shirt, man. It is Port and Company. Ring spun. It's a fan favorite. 50-50 blend. Extra large. Made in Honduras. This is an imported tee. Extra special. At any rate, there it is. Okay, Wild Turkey showed up here in 1993, Central Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Dennis. It was a great time having Mike Morgan on, and I appreciate you being here. And that was a great show, too. They have Mike and Melissa popped in there later in the show. A lot of fun, so glad you're here. If you watched John Ritter's channel, A Ritter Bit Will Do, he was just out at Firewood Frenzy. Is that what it was called, John? And it was like a YouTube creator get-together. You've got John there interviewing the Morgans, and Mitch was there from MJA. Mitch and your wife, I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry. But anyway, MJA doing stuff was there. Several other YouTubers that I did not even know about, so I subscribed to their channels. Thank you, John, for introducing them to me. So that was fun to see that. And what a great job you did on that edit, John. I know you spent a lot of time on that. So anyway, this was fun. Here's something else fun. My friend Margaret and her husband John are traveling today. They are out in Pennsylvania. And they sent me, Margaret sent me this picture while she was driving. Well, she wasn't driving. She was the passenger. How about that? A Messick's truck sighting. So Margaret and John watched the channel, and of course they know that Neil Messick was a guest on one of the live streams. And that was really a good one, too. I really enjoyed talking with Neil. So anyway, they sent me this picture today, which was pretty fun. I, in turn, sent it to Neil, and he thought that was funny, too. So, how about that? Fun stuff, huh? Let's do this. Let's click the right button. I almost clicked leave. You don't want me to leave. Let's do this, you guys. If you want to jump on, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to post the link to join the live stream. Here's a couple things you're going to need. First, you're going to need a webcam, obviously. I believe if you're watching on your phone, that'll work too. But anyway, you'll need a webcam. If you have a set of headphones or earbuds, you'll want to use those because you're going to get feedback possibly from the stream because you're going to hear my voice and your voice. If you don't have headphones or earbuds, just keep your volume pretty low because if you make it too high, you're going to get feedback and echo. They don't have to bump you off, and that's no fun. So anyway, if you have headphones, earbuds, use those. Webcam, obviously. Check your background. Make sure there's nothing embarrassing in the background that you don't want the world to see. Be aware of your background. And other than that, we'll chat. Just, again, I don't have to tell you to behave. I don't have to tell you don't to use any foul language. I don't have to tell you those things. If I had to tell you, I would tell you. Know what I mean? Let's find it here. Paste. Here we go. And remember, we may have to take some turns here. I may have to bump some people off. So don't feel bad. You can join from Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching from. If you click on that link, it'll take you to the studio. It'll ask you to join. And if you're on, if you're on Facebook, you may have to give certain permissions to allow StreamYard to access your camera and whatnot. YouTube should be pretty cut and dry, but Facebook sometimes has a few more steps that you have to take. Derek, glad to see you. Derek was one of our early sticker winners. Glad you're here. Had to cut the grass, of course. I didn't do anything outside today other than take the dogs around the property for a couple walks. Cleaned out the camper because we did go camping over the weekend at Chincoteague and Assateague. Very fun. So, yes, Arnie, you don't need to have pants on as long as your camera is shot from the waist up. I don't care what you wear. You can wear anything you want or nothing at all, as long as your camera is from the waist up. Thank you. I may not have pants on right now. You don't know, right? You'll never know. Let's see. Dennis is referring to John Ritter. Yeah, you watch John also. Great channel. I got to say, John, and I am repeating myself, and forgive me for that, but it's a compliment, so you shouldn't mind me saying it over and over again. But John Ritter is such a supportive YouTube creator. Not only does John have a great channel with great content and a great personality, but John also supports other YouTube creators, big and small. Doesn't matter the size. If John sees your channel and likes your content, he promotes it and talks about it, and that's so very much appreciated. So thank you, John. Thank you, John. And if you join us, John, I'll tell you that to your face in this camera. I'm reading some other comments here. Hillside is camping 365 days a year. Does that mean you're living are you living the RV life there, Hillside Acres? Is that what you're doing? Because whenever I do camp, I kind of look forward to, I think I could do this. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on RV living, and I think, I don't know if that's for me or not, but when we do camp, we think, this is all we need. It's nice. So anyway, is that what you're doing? Or is it just your property? Because we also come home, we've got a beautiful property here. We're very, very fortunate. The way this property is laid out, we don't have any close neighbors, and it's just so nice. And we go to a campground and we're like, we live at a campground. It's just so nice. So I see in the green room, or as we started to say last week with Gord from GP Outdoors, in the orange room. The green room is a term they use, in television when somebody's waiting to come onto the show. But we do have some folks in the orange room here, and we're going to bring some folks on. I do see Projects with Paul tried to join, but it says device is not connected. So I'm afraid that, Paul, whatever you're doing, you're going to have to probably leave the studio and then try to jump back in and give access to your camera, microphone, whatnot. So we'll see what happens there. So we do have some guests here. I see we were just talking about John Ritter. John Ritter's in the background. So, John, if you're ready, I'm going to bring you on, my friend, in just a second, as soon as I click the right button here. Bingo. There he is.
Hey there, Ed.
Hello, John. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm great. That's so good to hear. Listen, I really enjoyed that video you made out at the, tell me again, the Firewood Fest, Firewood Frenzy?
The Midwest Firewood Frenzy, and it's going to definitely become an annual event. This was the first time they've ever done that in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I always got to catch myself when I want to say Eau Claire because I say Eau Claire. You saw me in my video probably do that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were doing wrong there, but it's...
It's Eau Claire, so make sure you say it right. They get very...
Is it spelled O-O? Is that why?
It's spelled E-A-U, Claire. Yeah, it's weird. It's Wisconsin.
So it's O like in bow or B-E-A-U, right?
Something like that. But anyway, yeah, it was at Wolf Ridge Manufacturing. And this was the first time Chris Wolf makes the wood splitters. You've seen him on Outdoors with the Morgans and some other channels. So he hosted. He's got a nice piece of property there. And it turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, because I was literally in my driveway that morning. I got in the truck and I still wasn't 100% sure if I was going to go. Yeah. that's how, because the weather was going to be bad. And I'm like, well, I ended up going. So it was fun.
And I think you said you're like a 3-hour drive, right?
Yeah, it was 3 hours. Yeah.
So 3 hours that's one of those drives where you're like, it's doable. Do I really want to commit to 3 hours? Like it's
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, and then of course at the end it was pouring rain, so it was like, I'm glad you got what you did there. So that was good.
Yeah, the rain held off to about 1 o'clock. It was supposed to start raining at 11, so that's why I was kind of hesitant to begin with. But thought, what the heck, I'm just going to go for it. And boy, was it fun.
And as I mentioned earlier, you connected with a lot of content creators there, which was really neat to see. There's a comment here from Outdoors with Andy, who wished he had a chance to talk with you. I don't know if obviously Andy was there. And,
I think he was there. Andy, I think I saw a video that you put out today. Did you put that out today? I'm not sure if it's the same Andy. But anyway, yeah, had a white woodhound shirt on in the video. I don't know if that's you, but
okay, we'll have to go check that one out then and see. I do have somebody in the background that you actually met there. You met Mitch from MCG Doing Stuff. Mitch is also here in the background. I'm going to bring Mitch on screen.
All right.
And have Mitch join us. Hey, Mitch. Are you, I think you might be muted or volume down. Not hearing you.
Can't hear you, Mitch. If you can hear us, give us a thumbs up there.
Can you hear us? Yeah, he can hear us.
We can't hear you. You got a mute button hit somewhere.
He's going to try something else. It's not working. Anyway, that was fun. That tech support coming in from behind.
Jamie.
It's not... Jamie, that's right. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember that earlier. Good to see you. So, well, Mitch, wait, I think I just heard something, Mitch.
Can you hear me now?
Very low, very quietly.
Very low? Maybe I turned the volume up.
Ever since that old Verizon ad campaign, I hate saying, "Can you hear me now?"
I love saying it. I say it all the time.
Sometimes I try to find a different way to say it, and there really isn't any other way to say, "Can you hear me now?" Like it's
one of those things we're going to have to live with.
That's it. That's it. So good to see you, Mitch. No, you're very quiet. Very quiet in the background.
Well, you know what? It's good because I talk loud anyway.
You might have to get closer to the mic. So, can you hear Mitch, John?
Yeah, I can hear him, but like you said, it's a little soft. But I can just yell, Mitch. We'll be good.
I talk loud anyway.
There you go.
So, Mitch, you're out there also in Minnesota with John, right?
Yep.
So
about an hour away.
So are you closer to the Midwest Firewood Frenzy or further from John?
Probably about 40 minutes. 40 minutes closer.
Closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Did you know that you were going to see each other?
Had no idea.
That's neat.
Yeah, it was really neat running into some people.
That's fun. You knew the Morgans were going to be there, you said, so you weren't sure about that. Now, that took quite a hike to get there, just for a day trip.
Yeah, they did, and they ran into a bad accident, which held them up for about 2.5, 3 hours too.
That's right. I heard Mike mention that on the video. So
Yeah, but we all had fun. It was really neat because it was the first time. I said this in my video too, but it was the first time people came up to me and said, "Hi, my name is so and so from so and place, and I watch your channel." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I'm being recognized!" And then I recognized Mitch and Jamie, and then I met Mike from M9 Ovich. We've all seen his comments on just about every YouTube channel there is.
Our last week's sticker winner.
Yes, your last week's sticker winner. Yep, that's right.
But that was new to me, so that was great. I'm sharing the link again for anybody who might have jumped on late. We're doing open forum, and you're the guest tonight. So if you want to join us on screen, on camera, you can click that link, and if I can, I will bring you on screen, and you can chat with some of these fine folks with us. We do have somebody else in the green room. I just can't go back to saying orange room, and I'm going to bring Chris on from the Watershed Overlook. So hope you're ready, Chris. I'm going to bring you on in just a moment. There's Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Hey, Chris. I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
How's everybody doing?
Great. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Glad that you're here, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember what your last video was. I know you're trying to get back to doing some content. Yeah. I know you took a little hiatus with some family.
I think the last thing I did was a rainstorm, basically. So yeah, that was just a short.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your short video. Yeah.
So I had another one too of my dog discovering a box turtle laying eggs. It was just a day or two after Gordon uploaded the same video of the turtle in the road. And so I had of my dog, and I thought, I looked at it a few times. In fact, I made a little short video and put it up, and I looked at it, and I thought, I can't make this a public video, so it's unlisted.
I have a neighbor who has a little turtle sanctuary that she created. Just has like a little garden, and it has box turtles in it, and she's got video of turtles having the relations, which is something I had never saw before.
Having the relations.
It was like, what?
So I haven't been to that website yet, but
Anyway, interesting National Geographic type stuff there.
Yeah, I guess. But I just wanted to say real quick, I don't want to veer off in any different direction, but
we have no direction, Chris.
Other than to say, last week I really appreciate you and Gordon sharing some sentiments. It meant a lot. And like you, it didn't escape me that Gordon removed his hat, which I don't know, it touched me to the point that I showed that video to my 89-year-old mother. And that was the first thing she said. She's like, "Look at that. He's taking his hat off." And I thought, yeah, they don't raise them like that anymore. And so I don't want to go in the weeds with this other than to say I appreciate all that. I got something in the mail from you that was also very much appreciated. And so I've gotten nothing but love from this community. And so we're doing good here, but I just want to say thanks.
Well, you are welcome, and absolutely sincere thoughts to you and your family. And definitely Gord is the ultimate gentleman, I'll tell you. Like you said, when he took his hat off, I thought, I don't think I would have thought to do that. Like that's not. I'm not right. I mean, I'm kind of a gentleman, but that was like.
Well, I laugh when you guys were talking about being the bratty little brother, because that was me too.
That was you too, huh?
Yep, that's right.
For sure. So. We're glad to have you here, and I'm gonna bring somebody else on if you guys are good with that. It's kind of fun. We'll bring a fifth person on. I see Ross on the land back there, so I'm gonna bring Ross on. See how that works.
Hey there,
Ross. How are you?
How's it going, guys?
Excellent. I think Ross, you were a sticker winner, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, missed it. Okay.
Oh, you and John are in the same boat.
Who's it going to be? Me or us?
Yeah. Mitch and I are the winners here.
That's right. Heavy competition between John and Well, you know what? Yeah. Maybe one of you two will win the T-shirt tonight, and that'll be nice. Like cream of the crop.
Do you
did
mean
you say your Otis
these stickers right here?
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, you're showing off.
Yeah, flexing. Here we go, flexing.
That's it.
Hey, Chris,
Nice.
you gonna make a video? It's tradition.
Yeah.
That's the new tradition, man. You got to put that sticker where it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
I thought, well, it's already been done, but then it was done again. I was like,
That's
oh,
right.
my thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was good. That, by the way, thanks again for doing that, Mitch. That was really a creative video that you did there. I love the
was happy
fast
doing
motion,
it.
the voice. That was fun.
Gave
Really
me a
nice
chance
job.
to relax behind the camera for a change.
And again, your son who creates a lot of the music for your channel, right?
Yep, he does.
What talent. Great
Nice.
talent.
I don't know how he does it. He just he in like 20 minutes, and he'd be like, "Here, Dad, I'm sending it to you." What?
Custom score,
Oh,
very nice. He must use
that's cool.
GarageBand or something like that, I guess. I don't know what they use.
I don't
but
know what program he uses, but it's got a bunch of lines and stuff on it. So it must be good, right?
Must be. If it has a lot of lines, it's got to be good, right? Like
I should call him up here to fix this mic situation. Is it better or no?
I
It
can
is
hear you
better.
pretty good now. Yep.
Yeah, you're
yep.
okay.
Okay. Okay. I turned it up, but I wasn't sure if it worked. I guess there's a screen you can do thingy. on here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You got it now.
Yeah. But yeah, let him know that the community is impressed with his
I gotta
for
get him
sure.
to keep
Orchestral-
using the track, so because I keep using the same one.
well,
a lot.
that's your theme, right?
That's
yeah,
okay.
I guess so.
Your theme.
Yeah,
music.
I go back to the same song once in a while on certain things, depending on where I'm at sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I
it's not like
kinda use
people
that-
know that.
I use that same cut usually at the end of every video when most people drop off and don't see it. But there are those of you who stick through to the end and you catch the little, I try to put something special at the end if I can. So, but anyway, Ross, what's going on in your world, man?
Just we're in a heat wave right now. It's like 50 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in F land, but
I don't either.
It's hot.
it's up in there in the 90s or something like that. I don't know.
Let's see. Hey Siri, what is 50 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
50 degrees Celsius is 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was way
What?
off.
Holy crap!
Man, you're burning up, dude.
Yes,
You're
that's
gonna
not
try-
very
Your
much.
hair. No,
your hair burned right off.
Man,
Wow.
mine up too. I'm here.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't know
just
what
got
122 degrees would look like.
the grass is great, is brown and it crunches under your feet.
I bet. I
We
bet.
we are currently fine. This is like the first. We have a thunderstorm going on right now. So if you lose me, that's why. But we have not had rain where I'm at in central Minnesota for the longest time. So this rain is desperately needed. We've got farmers that are claiming, insurance claims already. Their crops are gone and dried up. It's been dry here. It's crazy. But
It's kind of
It's
been
not that
dry
hot.
here, and it was such a wet winter. Like it seemed like it was never going to dry out, and then it's just
yeah, it depends where you're at, really.
yeah.
Either dry or wet.
So Ross, were you just getting ready to say something about something new?
Yeah,
in
I
your-
just picked up a new implement. It was given to me as a gift for my birthday back in May, and I didn't even know about it. So that was a nice surprise, and it just arrived this week. So I kind of hinted at it too in a short that I released, but yeah, big video is coming up for that probably Saturday.
So you're not
Very
telling us
cool.
what it is. Huh? You're holding it. You're holding it to the video release.
Someone guessed it. Luke from Orange is My New Green guessed what it was. So it's in
Now,
the
if it's an implement, are we going with its PTO powered rear attachment implement, or is it just an attachment where it attaches?
no, rear implement PTO powered. Yeah.
Okay, see
Rear-
that's my theory. By the way, I don't know if we discussed
About
that.
implement versus attachment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm going with.
Implement is PTO powered, PTO driven.
That's what I'm sticking with.
So it's definitely an implement then.
There you go.
All right, fun.
Well, congrats
Right.
on that. And everybody, if you're not subscribed to Ross in the Land, make sure you check out that channel and stay tuned for the surprise birthday implement.
Thank you very much, Ed.
So that'll be
Oh,
fun.
what's that? Oh,
What do you got, Mitch? Paperclip?
Yeah, Phil said I could fix anything, or I was going to pull out a paperclip and fix my mic. Work. Can't find a hole there. Anyways, go ahead. Keep on talking. I'm just working here.
Hey Ross,
Okay.
there's a question for you here, and again, you don't have to give a whole lot of detail if you don't want, but Andy's asking where you're from. So if you
I'm
want to
from
generalize,
I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So that's
There you
about 3 hours, 4 hours from Toronto, 2.5 hours from Montreal.
Does anybody know where
You're
Andy's
not
from?
too far from GP then, right?
Nope, not too far. I'm not sure. I think he's a bit more north than I am, northeast than I am, but yeah, pretty close to Orange is the New Green as well.
Yeah, you have to track him down sometime. See if you can
Yeah.
make it on his channel. That'd be great.
That would be fun. A little collaboration.
Yeah, I think
John Ritter's the king of collaboration.
I'm hoping
he had the Morgus come to his house.
Yeah,
talking to Mitch this weekend. I'm hoping that Mitch and I can find some time to get together because it sounds like he's got a nice piece of property to go play on, which is only an hour away versus 3 hours away to the property.
Yeah, we know about.
Yours is that far away, huh?
Yeah, that's a drive.
We know about Yukon Acres from John. Now, Mitch, I'm curious about your property. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Because your home is not where the property is. I see the two different videos. Looks like your home is more of in a residential area.
Yeah.
But tell us about this property if you can.
Well, it's 40.5 acres, and that extra half makes a difference because you can split it into 20. You know, you can sell off 20 like later on when I get so old and I can't do anything or whatever for a little extra change.
Yeah.
But it's in Danbury, Wisconsin, which is like an hour and 20 minutes away from where we live right now. So we just drive over there and spend the weekend sometimes and use it as a camping site because I don't know if you've been camping at a campsite, but different kids running around, people just everywhere. And when I got my camper, that was one of the things I kind of thought, wow, this is like one neighborhood into another neighborhood, and I'm trying to get away, you know?
Were you spying on us this weekend? Because that's exactly where we were, was in a KOA, and it was like, and this was kind of a last-minute trip, so I had to book the only place I could find, and it was a KOA in Chincoteague, Virginia, and we're pulling up, and we're looking for the sign for the KOA, and my wife's like, well, there's a Ferris wheel. It must maybe, and then we're like, oh my gosh, that's the place. It's like a giant water slide, and I don't know if it was a Ferris wheel, whatever. It was a giant water slide, and we pulled in, and like you said, there's kids running all over the place, and it was like,
yeah, it's hard to get some sleep and peace and quiet. So
it was nice though. Nice time. They were, they have the quiet time, and it was very peaceful, and we liked it a lot. But the camper next to us was 12 feet away, and it was like, this is not, we could camp on our own property, but still, it was a nice experience, and I loved having full hookups. I usually camp, dry camping, where you just have your water tanks, battery power, but this was nice being plugged in because it was so hot. We could run that AC all night long. So we were glamping this weekend.
Ed, that would be a great place to go when they were launching from Wallops.
Do they still do that?
Oh yeah.
I read about
pretty
that
regularly. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I passed the. I guess you have to pass the NASA Center, I guess. But I read a little bit about Wallops, and I would love to see that.
Yeah, I've been able to see some of those launches from here, and I'm as the crow flies, I'm just about 100 miles from Wallops Island, just due west almost.
Okay.
But if depending on the rocket, you can see it from here.
I've never been to Wallops, but I've had Wallops when I was younger. That was when I was younger. It's the same thing, right? I don't know.
I know. Who knows where the name came from? So, hey, Sarah and Tim got a John Ritter tiller.
Oh yeah, those are very handy. They work like flail mowers too.
Very nice. Very nice.
I was seeing in the comments, TYM Customs is talking about something here. Some kind of, we have a new product we are launching. Would love to see if they can get one into Ed's hands. I don't know.
What is that? Our small handle is 2.5 inches.
I think we're talking about handles. Yeah. So just.
I don't know what that is. Let me know, TYN Customs. Let me know. My email address can be found in my About section of my YouTube channel. And I just posted the link again for anybody that wants to join possibly on camera like these fine folks. And you guys should be able to see the comments. So if there's anything you want to pull out, like John just did, mention it, and I can bring it up. And I skipped quite a few comments here.
I want to thank Paul, or Projects with Paul. He subscribed, so I'm happy about that.
Very nice. Thank you, Paul.
One more.
All right. To
geek out a little bit on YouTube, about but I was watching. You know, we all watch these channels probably about YouTube and being a YouTube creator. And somebody I was watching made a statement that you grow your channel one subscriber at a time, and I thought that is so true. And you know, just like you said with Projects with Paul, subscribing to your channel, that's a subscriber who is going to connect with your content and likely be an engaged subscriber, and that's what you really want. So I'm with you, Mitch. Anytime you get one new subscriber, it's like a celebration.
Right.
And that's just one at a time is how they come.
I got lucky. I think I got like 30 extra subscribers just by going to the Firewood Frenzy. It's
great.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And talking to John.
John probably sent him your way, hopefully.
And, you know,
that's great.
People we met.
I made a plug for my buddy Finky Firewood, Justin from Finky Firewood, and he has a very small channel. Like we're talking 25 subscribers when I got out there, and right now he's at about 50 subscribers. So I had Mike Morgan say, "Finky Firewood, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check it out right now." So
doubled his subscriber rate overnight. How about that?
What's that?
Doubled overnight, right?
Yeah, doubled overnight. Yeah, right from
that's
25
nice.
to 50, so.
Can't beat that. That's awesome. And yeah, Projects with Paul says we all start from zero. That's true.
Yes, that's for sure.
I think Ed told me that when I first started. I think at the time I had 47 subscribers, and I was excited about the 47. And Ed told me, "Yep, we all start from zero."
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So,
Takes a while to get there.
but yeah, like I said earlier, when you were off camera, John, you know, your support of other YouTube creators is really generous and very appreciated. And,
yeah, I appreciate that comment. Thanks. I do work hard to try to keep up with everybody. It's almost impossible now.
It really
I
is
watch
tough.
So many different channels, and I try to leave a comment, and if I don't comment, I for sure give a thumbs up at least, and try to watch as many as time will allow.
it's really hard because I feel bad a lot of times that I'm not able to catch a lot of the content that people are uploading, because I genuinely appreciate those channels. But like you said, it takes time and it's difficult.
I've never had so many friends. Since YouTube.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was so funny.
So.
I see John walk up, and I'm looking. I'm like, wow, he's really tall. I mean, he must be like 7 foot tall. And then I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm far away. So when I walked up to him, I said, no, he's tall.
He is tall, huh?
Oh yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Are you 7 foot or just under that?
I'm about 6.5. I'm not quite 7 foot, but I should have brought Babe the Blue Ox, I guess, with me.
That's right. A real Paul Bunyan.
My arm was so high with the camera when I was talking to him. I was like, "There's no way I can't get in the shot. I got to stand on my tippy toes, you know."
Yeah, like I told you, you got to eat more peanut butter. Is my theory. I don't know. Did we talk about the theory of height? My theory of height: tall people eat peanut butter. I don't know. That's just my theory. I go with.
I'm only 5'8", so.
Do you like peanut butter?
Yeah, I like peanut butter, but I'm only 5'8", so I don't
know. You eat a
like
lot of peanut butter.
Eat more, Ross. You need more peanut butter.
More.
Like I grew up daily, peanut butter sandwich in my lunch, and I still peanut butter crackers is like my favorite snack.
Yeah.
Peanut butter got me to 6'4", so I'm right behind you.
You like peanut butter, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
I had peanut butter for lunch today, and I'm pretty much 6 even.
All right.
So eat your peanut butter, kids, if you want to grow. Drink your milk, right?
Great for the peanut butter.
Oh, if you're allergic to peanuts, I'm sorry, you're going to stay short. So.
Oh.
Too bad. Where were we going with any of this? I don't know.
I don't know how we got here.
Where did we get here? I'm sorry. It was probably my fault.
I'm good at derailing people too.
That's right.
So.
Hey, remember, this is open forum tonight. There's no, there's really no agenda, and appreciate you guys being here. I have a couple more people in the green room, and this is a viewer. I see. Looks like Edward Joyce. Ed Joyce is in the background, going to join us. So hopefully you're ready, and we'll bring Ed in and see what you have to say. Ed Joyce, how are you?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Great to see you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you following the channel.
Hey guys, I'm doing this on my iPhone because my iMac won't use StreamYard for some reason.
I saw that your comment there.
A little strange, but I just want to say I enjoy your guys' channel so much. I watch you guys avidly. I feel like a bit of a fraud Only in that I don't actually own a tractor yet. I have 3 years left to retire from the classroom, and then I've been shopping for tractors for 4 years. So I'm hoping through your wisdom to find out what I want exactly and what I get with the least disappointment or I should have, once I get one. So
Ed, that's exactly what I did. I only got a tractor a year and a bit ago, and I was researching them for 3 or 4 years. I was in the forums, I was lurking, and everyone was really helpful. And it just turned out that I settled on the BX23S and couldn't be happier. So I did the exact same thing.
That's
Same.
actually what my wife wants, is the BX23S.
My biggest reason for getting that one was the backhoe.
That's what she wants.
Sounds like you got the green light, Ed.
You better keep her.
She's just as enthusiastic as I am. She can't answer because she's downstairs.
That's not, I got to say that I just got the B2601 year and a half, 2 years ago, and my wife too was really excited for me. She's a great wife, but I said, I think I'm going to get a tractor, and she was like, really? Like, she was really excited, and then she said, you should get whatever you need to go with it. Like, okay, thank you for that. And it was just because I'm like penny pincher, and I did the financing with Kubota with the 0% interest, which you do kind of pay for anyway, but she said,
but it feels
if you
nice.
need some implements or attachments, whatever they are, yeah, it was nice. Hey, I want to thank David White for the $5 super chat. I don't know the difference between a super chat and a super sticker, but thank you, David. I appreciate that, and nice comment about John's daughter there being a good salesperson.
Yeah, I guess he was saying that YouTube must be pushing that video that I did last fall out, so I'll have to keep an eye on that particular video.
Which one was that, John?
Where I had a Brielle in my toolbox, my Australian toolbox on the back of the tractor. And I did that one last fall, so I'll have to see what's going on. Because sometimes YouTube's funny like that, you guys know. They just push a video out randomly, and all of a sudden it gets all kinds of views. So it's weird.
It is very odd. But I don't think I've seen that one, so I'll have to look that one up.
Okay.
Or if I can find it, or send me the link to it. But now maybe it will get a little boost now because everybody who's watching tonight is going to go look for it. So, but back to Ed Joyce. I mean, I can't imagine you're going to be disappointed with anything that you get. The only advice I would have is make sure you get something that's not too small. So really think about what your needs are, because that's probably, I would guess, the biggest regret, if anybody ever has a regret, is that they should have gone maybe a little bit bigger. I don't regret my purchase of the B2601, but there are definitely times where I think I could have something a little bit bigger. And it's a balancing act because you don't want something too big either, where it's not maneuverable and it's not convenient. So, you've got a lot of years to research this and decide. But that's the thing. I don't know, what you have for acreage or what your plans are. And if we can advise you in any way on that, certainly. I know that.
Well, we're shooting for about 10 to 20 acres, but I also want to do a bit of a bush hog business in my retirement.
Gotcha.
To be honest, my wife is going to get the BX23S with the backhoe. It's going to be C&E for Colleen and Ed Yard Works or something.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the bush hog, and I want the L4060.
Oh, so two tractors.
Wow.
You'll be in great shape.
Yep, for sure.
I happen to have a BX23S and an L series 3940,
right.
and there's no reason to have anything in between because I can do the small jobs and I can do the large jobs. Yeah, you'll be in great shape with those two for sure.
I know. I'm very lucky. She's a wonderful woman.
So you're not only looking for two tractors, but you're also going to be purchasing land. Like, you're making a big life change, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. We've been looking at this, planning this for about 5 years now, looking at land in the Townsend area of Tennessee, because we're both Harley riders.
Okay. Now, did I hear you say that you're 2 years from out of the classroom? Are you a teacher?
3 years left. Yes.
3 years left?
I'm a high school teacher. I teach Latin.
All right. Well, great.
What was the subject, did you say?
Latin.
Very nice.
The language of the ancient Romans.
That's a very
well. You will be all set to be in Tennessee then, right?
I absolutely.
I have to say, make sure you check your survey when you use land, because get away from easements. Anything that has an easement, walk away.
Oh,
yeah,
that's good to know.
That is excellent advice. Thank you.
Are you in Tennessee now?
No, I'm in Plainfield, Illinois.
Okay, so you're moving to Tennessee, or that's your.
We are. We just got back from a trip down there last week to Turtletown, Tennessee, if you know the area.
I don't. I have family in Centerville, so I kind of know Centerville, which is about 45 minutes south of Nashville, or an hour south of Nashville.
Okay, so that's going west, though, I think, right? Correct?
It's south. I think it's almost straight south of Nashville, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, we love Nashville, but who can afford that? Not for acreage. We want the motorcycle riding, and we want the land to be open and free, and so we can go out and shoot at tin cans if we want to.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that's fun.
You appear to be a young man there, Ed. So congratulations on only being 3 years from retirement.
Well, I'll be 60.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's still.
Wow, you still got your hair.
Yes, I actually thinned
wow,
my.
You guys are. Is it peanut butter or jelly?
Something. I'm missing something in my diet. Yeah.
It might be sherbet that does the trick.
Oh, sure.
Sherbet. Big fan of that too.
I love rainbow
Yeah,
sherbet.
John, this is the jelly right here. That's from.
Gotta have the jelly.
What I'm seeing on the screen then right now, everybody here has Kubotas, right? Ross, you're a Kubota person, right? So, yeah, I mean, you're in Kubota land here, Ed, and that's what you're looking at. So,
yes,
I think you're in good company, and I certainly, I certainly don't really have a feeling about which one's best, as far as other brands. I think they're all really good. I went with Kubota just because I just knew I wanted a Kubota. Like I was familiar with them. I think they're a little bit more affordable than John Deere. I'm not sure, but I was actually not looking to buy, but I stopped at a Coyote dealer the other day. Happened to have one that's about a half an hour away, so I just pulled in and I was looking at the Coyotes, and I was really impressed with what I saw. I don't know if any of you guys have looked closely at any of those.
They've made a lot of improvements. They look good.
Little things, which I don't know mechanically, how they compare, but I was looking at some model that was similar to the B2601 in size, or at least it looked like it, and the seat looked a lot more robust and more comfortable. The floor mat was twice as thick. I hate that floor mat on the B2601 because it just pushes out of the way whenever you step on it. So again, mechanically, I don't know, but some of the features looked really impressive. Really impressive.
When I was shopping for a tractor, I set out to buy a John Deere. I guess the first real tractor channel that I found was Tractor Time with Tim, and so the R Series tractors was something that I was really interested in, and that's what I set out to buy until I started looking. And as you know, I have the LX 2610, and they're just, as far as I can determine, and the John Deere dealer didn't tell me otherwise, I mean, there's not a John Deere tractor that can compete with that tractor. I would have had to go to a 30 horsepower plus tractor, and I think it was $7,000 more by the time it was all done. And that was just going on the retail price on both websites. And I mean, they gave me a deal. I'm sure Deere would have also, but I like the fact that the Deere has the dual pedals as opposed to the treadle pedal. I don't like the fact that the Kubota has the gas tank in the middle of the hood where you have to load it. Quite frankly, I'd have been just as happy to have a plastic hood with the way that they've advanced plastics now, the color goes all the way through. All those things but I wanted a tractor that had features just like you. When I went and I wanted some bells and whistles, I wanted the cruise control and the tilt and all that stuff. And you have to get an R Series tractor on John Deere to get that. And there was just no comparison for the money as far as I was concerned.
That's interesting. That's really good information.
Now that was on the Kubota or the Coyote?
That's on I have a Kubota LX 2610.
Ooh, I love those. I like them and the 3310s.
Yep. I love it. I've only had it since I think I got it and picked it up in December. So I'm still new, but yeah, I love it.
To be honest, that's the one I'm dreaming of, the 3310. But Neil Messick, of all people, said that if I were actually serious about doing brush hogging, excuse me, to get the L, like, was it 3560 or 4060, whatever I forget what the model is.
Maybe
Just
3901 could do it too.
Pardon?
An L3901 could probably do it too.
Yeah, that would be a good size too.
Sure, all depends on what you're going to be brush hogging, really.
Yeah, how big the brush hog is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be brush hogging 20-acre fields, you want something pretty significant. If it's
you want something way bigger.
If it's a 5-acre field, then
yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I had a question about the KTAC insurance versus in the U.S. versus in Canada. So I just recently finished paying off my tractor, and I'm no longer allowed to continue the KTAC insurance. But I've heard that in the States you can pay monthly to keep the awesome insurance going, but I can't do that in Canada because it's just here to protect them from losing the tractor.
Right.
That's interesting. Yeah, I know that I did get a letter that I could continue the insurance with. This was with our 3940. It used to be my dad's tractor. So after I got the letter, no, yeah, I could continue, but I didn't. My tractors right now are both uninsured, so it's probably really dumb of me, but I didn't know that you couldn't continue in Canada. That's interesting.
Yeah, I always heard you could continue it as well, but I haven't paid mine off yet, so I haven't reached that point. But
me neither.
So I will have to find supplementary insurance just to cover that, because if not, it goes on my house insurance, and that's just a big hassle. So
yeah, and your
well,
homeowner
I don't think Gord is here from GP Outdoors, but I know he would know a lot about that. And yeah, did he do a video on? I know he's talked about insurance in the past.
Yeah, he compared the two different, the KTEC and some other insurance company that he goes through that has more coverage.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can connect with him somehow.
Yeah, I'll reach, or at least check his videos, or send him a message.
Check his videos, send him a message. It may be great content for one of you to make up there. In
Tractor
Canada.
Time, and again, it might not be applied to Kubota, but Tractor Time with Tim also has done a couple of videos specifically about insurance. He's got some guy that he deals with, so there might be something there too.
Country Time Insurance or something like that. There's a ton of different insurance companies out there that don't fly under the same, big name logos like State Farm or Allstate. They're just small insurance companies that will cover something like that, and make sure that you can get it to be covered when it's off of your land, when you are doing something for somebody else somewhere else, or if you're dumb enough to let someone operate your tractor. You know what I mean? No, none of us would do that, right?
No.
No. Okay, good.
No.
Just checking.
I think one person has used my tractor. I don't think I've let anybody else. Not that anybody has asked, so I haven't had to say no. But my nephew, who lives next door, is very responsible. I have no problem at all with him taking the tractor. Anytime he wants, I tell him,
And didn't you let kids do it at your volunteer day?
That is true. That's right. For the community garden, I did let the kids drive it.
They were getting all greasy.
Yeah,
They had no idea.
That's right. So anyway, but yeah, no, my nephew, he can use it anytime he wants, and trust him. But yeah, it is funny. That is like a unwritten rule. Don't ask to borrow my tractor among all tractor owners. That's just how it is. So I did see a comment. I don't know the answer for the B2601, but Projects with Paul is asking what the front end loader lift capacity is. I don't even know on the B2601. I know I've seen it.
It's around 950. It's basically the 435. I think it's times 2.2.
Yeah,
and
they have the numbers in kilograms.
Is that true? I've heard that. Is that true?
Yeah. So if you just convert,
I think mine is about 1,200 pounds.
I don't have a calculator, but yeah. So I guess 435 times 2.2, and that's probably get you close.
Hey Siri, how many pounds is 435 kilograms?
435 kilograms is 959.01 pounds.
Close enough.
959. So the previous B2601, let me focus there. The early B2601 had the 434 loader, and then they came up with a quick catch loader, and they changed the number to 435. I don't know if that changed any capacity. Yeah. So 900 and some pounds. I I hear somebody flipping through pages, right?
Yeah, that's me. I got brochure.
There you go. Nice.
Checking the
Very
LX.
nice. And then those capacities, they vary manufacturer to manufacturer, right? Because they're based on how far from the loader pins or the bucket pins. So it really kind of varies. Like if you,
And then sometimes what's even more important is the amount of breakout force that the loader has. Because even though your loader might not be able to lift something, if you can get the bucket level with it, or even somewhat level with whatever you're trying to lift, and the breakout force is enough to just lift it off the ground so you can move something. Sometimes that's pretty important for people too, that they don't realize, you know, that breakout force can be more meaningful than lift capacity.
I can tell you that the LX 2610 has a lift capacity of 1,067 pounds and a breakout force of 2,245 pounds.
And so you could almost
Thank you, brochure.
2,000 pounds with that then.
John, explain to the viewers the difference between breakout force and lift capacity.
All right. Well, you've got two sets of cylinders on your tractor. You've got the two cylinders on each end of the loader that lift the entire loader and bucket up off
whole
the
frame
ground.
assembly, right?
Right. And then your breakout force capacity is determined by your cylinder power that's only controlling your bucket. So, you know, you can drive up to something and have your bucket slightly at a decline, and then you can, you know, at least break it out, break up the breakout force, lift whatever it is you're lifting, whether it be rocks or something else that might be heavy, and you can at least lift it off the ground. You might not be able to lift it with the whole loader frame assembly, but you can lift it off the ground with the breakout force of the bucket.
That's great. So if you're thinking about when you curl your bucket back, right? It's it's that power. So that's good information. Hey, we are at past 8 p.m. I don't want to run too late, so I wonder if we should give this T-shirt away. Would you guys hang in there while we do this?
Are we eligible?
Yes, for sure.
I would say absolutely you're eligible.
And does it come with stickers, by the way?
Yeah. Just throw in some stickers.
Well, you know what? I hadn't thought of that, but why not? Why not throw some stickers in with it? I happen to have some. Well, Chris has some. He'll throw them in.
Here's your chance, John.
This is it. So here's what we're going to do. If you've watched before, we have a comment picker, and we're going to use that. So I need to share the screen as I fumble around here. Oh, I was sharing the screen that of the Messix trucks. Now I have to share a different screen. So hang in there while we do this. And we're going to have you're going to enter a comment, and I'm going to tell you what the comment is. And it doesn't matter if you enter it one time or 100 times. Only one of them is going to get picked, or you know the other comments get disqualified. So you only need to enter one time. You'll enter the comment exactly as I show it to you, and then the comment picker will randomly pick the comment. You do have to be in the United States or Canada because I can't send this T-shirt all the way around the world. So I'm going to ask that you're in Canada or the United States. And listen, if you've won stickers in the past, you're still eligible because this is not stickers. So sorry, John, it broadens the field a little bit more again. But if you did win in the past, you're still eligible to win. So be sure to enter as soon as I share this screen and tell you what it is that we're going to type. It's a Chrome tab, giveaway tool. There we go. You're going to type in the comments hashtag MCGTEE, all one word, lowercase, hashtag MCGT. And we'll see how many entries start rolling in, and then we'll hit the comment picker, and we'll see who wins. Look at that.
Oh, and Ed,
yes,
I just forgot to hit the legs up button, so I just gave you a big thumbs up.
Thank you. We could do that while we're
what are you trying to make more points to try to win the T-shirt there, Ross?
Every little bit helps, doesn't it?
Button a long time ago, Ed.
Just covered up Ross there. There we go. Anyway, yeah, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. Good reminder there, Ross. Appreciate it. We've got 26 entries. They're coming in.
Ooh,
Appreciate that. Yeah, but actually, yeah, you guys that are on screen, make sure you type it in the comments too. You're eligible.
I did. I was quick.
And this is fun that somebody could win who already won. 27. We have, let me see, we've got 46 people watching right now, it looks like. So there's room for more.
Aaron, Tim, Outdoors with Andy, Hillside Acres, Richard Klump. Yep. Donald Slate. Really, everyone's getting in there. All right.
Good. We're gonna cut this off shortly.
You should cut off right now. Increases my odds. Last time you and GP started talking, and it got up to 50. So I don't know how many people.
We kept it going, right?
Anyway, yeah.
John, if you win, you could wear this to Mike Morgan's wedding celebration this weekend.
Yeah, I should crash the wedding.
That's it. Just crash it. So
that'd be a hell of a video.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that'd be cool. You should do that.
You'd chase me off the land with fireworks.
All right. Oh, and Edward Joyce, good job. Good job. Projects with Paul. He can feel it. All right, we have 34 entries. I think we're about there. I think we're going to cut this off. And you can see my mouse creeping closer to the draw button. It's getting closer.
You can't see it.
Wait, I got some sound effects here too, so we'll do this John Ritter style. You know, we're using the phone here.
Hey, that's professional then, you mean?
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Edward Joyce.
Oh, thank you, Edward Joyce.
$5.
You did enter twice, but that's okay. You're allowed to enter twice. It doesn't matter. It doesn't give you any more of a chance. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. What?
What happened there?
Oh,
Billy. Billy
That was close.
Is that Pinner or Piner?
Close.
Man, I thought you had it there, John, for a second.
I had it.
I saw my name in the slow-mo.
Congratulations, Billy. I don't know that. I think that's Piner. Is that what you guys would say? Not
I
Pinner?
would say Piner.
Because one N?
Yeah, Piner selling.
Let me tell you, Billy, congratulations. What I'm going to need you to do is send me an email. Send your email to contactmcgtv@gmail.com. Send me your name, your mailing address, and let me know that you won tonight. We'll match that up. And I will send this T-shirt out to you. And thanks to the suggestions here from the crew, I'm also going to throw some stickers in too. So you win both the T-shirt and the stickers. Hopefully you're extra large and you can use it. If not,
well,
again,
I was just going to say, if he's not an extra large, you could eat a lot of peanut butter.
that's true.
It could end up
That's
that
true.
way.
Keep working on that. Keep working.
Hey, John, did you have you met Andy with Outdoors with Andy? He eats peanut butter. He's pretty tall too.
Yeah, he must eat peanut butter. Yeah, I did see him. Did you see him while we were there?
Yeah, I met him and his I think his wife Melissa.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I saw his video, so I'll have to meet him next year.
He did a Firewood Frenzy video too. Yeah,
another Melissa. Hey, so congratulations, Billy. I hope you caught that email address. If you didn't, you can go to my YouTube channel, About Me page or About section, and you can see the email address in there and contact me that way. So congratulations to Billy. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. This was a whole lot of fun, and it was every bit as fun as I expected it to be. So I really appreciate you jumping on and being part of this. I hope that for those who are watching that we were able to give you a little bit of helpful information. And I often say what I lack in intelligence, I hope we make up for in entertainment. So, that's the least we can do.
Thanks for having us, Ed.
You bet. And look for Ross. Everybody check out Ross's channel because he's got this surprise implement coming out that he got for his birthday. I'm really curious what it is. I didn't look at the comments to see what the answer was, so I'm curious to see what that is, Ross, and we're looking forward to it. Did you shoot the video? Hey, you still have to shoot it.
It's been taking a long time to shoot, so
okay.
I started shooting it in May, so.
Wow. Oh, that's right. It was your birthday in May. All right. It must be a ginormous implement. So.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, any final words from anybody on the panel before we call it a night?
Keep on track.
We're here.
Keep it on the sunny side.
What did you do on land today?
Excellent. thanks so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. And with any luck, we'll see you again next Monday night. Thanks so much, all.
Bye.